Okay, next step is removing the cone, which is going to have the impeller bearing in there. Now there's three hex screws. Yeah, 1, 2, and 3. And I've already taken it off, so they're already loose. And inside we should be able to see our bearing and probably some grease in there, and there's two O-rings on the inner side of this. So anyways, when you loosen these screws off, you'll notice down here, you go here and use the sunlight, there is a little hard to see. Try my best here, guys. Little notches here all the way around. So after you loosen off these three set screws, pry gently, little bit all the way around. Take them off, pry it up a little bit. Try to lift this sucker off level, and just be really gentle with this, because I don't think you want to mess up those two O-rings on the inside. Okay, 3 screws with a washer. Put them away. Okay, so there it is. So from what I've been reading on the forums, that when you see black, that means that there's been some water in there. So I only see it around the edges. Yeah, I don't know whether that's bad leakage or not, but either way, I have ordered these 2 O-rings in there. Okay, and they call this pump grease. Some people are saying they put oil back in there rather than grease, because I guess with the centrifugal force, the oil is thrown into the cone and not to the bearing. And as you can see, man, there's hardly any grease in that bearing. So what they're saying on the forums is pretty true. The grease is just thrown really basically out of the bearing and into the cone. So I don't know, that's not doing the right job, I think. So I may explore that a little more and see whether or not I'm going to put the oil in and follow some of the advice of the guys that are posting on the forum. But anyways, that's what that looks like. So unfortunately, I do not have a 12mm Allen wrench. I got one on order from Amazon, and anyways, the bearing hardly has any grease in it, but I did try to wiggle just to see. The bearing feels good. I mean, I'm going to get another opinion, but it rotates nice and it's tight, so I'm thinking that my bearing is good, but I'm going to get another opinion, but I don't know. It looks good. So, and the O-rings, I got those 2 O-rings on order too. Yeah, just going to be safe and replace them. By the way, my machine probably has 130 hours on it. Okay, this next part, I'm almost embarrassed to talk about it, but without a lie, this is my wife's machine. So you're gonna see how chewed the impeller is, and that's why I'm learning how to do it. I mean, this impeller is, oh my God, 1 season, and I keep telling my wife when she gets into trouble with rocks to cut the motor, but man, she is not cutting it soon enough. Look at that. That thing is just chewed. And this was not a stock impeller either. I had the dealer put this on, but man, this is really bad. Anyways, so that's why I'm learning how to do it. Now right here, by the way, is where those two gaskets go. And so anyways, here you've got a wear ring. I had some major cavitation going. I still don't even know whether this is still the real problem, but I'm learning as I'm going, guys. But the rear end on this SeaDoo or motor or whatever, it just feels like something's loose in there. I mean, hopefully it's not the valves that people talk about or the crank that people talk about with this 05. I wish I would have been on these forums a long time before I purchased this machine. A lot of great information, and if I would have done my research, I probably, in hindsight, wouldn't have bought this machine. Probably would have bought an 07 and up. Seems like they corrected a few problems from 07 and up. You know, to do with the supercharger, ceramic washers in this 05, to the valves, the exhaust valves snapping. Yeah, I don't know. I probably wouldn't have bought anything older than an 07. Anyways, here you go. This is quite chewed. The sun's coming in pretty good now here, so I don't know whether this lighting's gonna work with me or against me. But I mean, I got chunks here. I got some pretty good wear there. This thing is it's chewed pretty good. So I got a new wear ring on order and a new Solaz impeller, since my 185 horsepower is all stock. Geez, I don't got my notes in front of me, guys, but I think it's the 1220, the one that is recommended for a stock motor and 185 horsepower. I can confirm that later. Anyways, bought it off Amazon and shipping included, 220 bucks. So this gasket looks good too. So but you know, we had some type of silicone stuff here. I gotta find out what this stuff is again. Anyways, and clean it all up and replace it. So I wanted to point out that the sleeve here for the impeller was not properly put on, I guess, by the dealer. So there is something posted talking about hammering the threads in 3 different spots around here, so you're sort of denting the threads. And mind you, I don't see any threads on this one. So this next point, for me reading on the forums, I've seen guys with chisels, hammers, I don't know, banging the hell out of this thing. And then I came across this one guy, I don't know where I saw it, I know I should be giving credit, YouTube, where he's going to put this whole assembly in the freezer for a couple hours. So anyways, I'm waiting upon my my tool, the impeller tool, to come. So I'm hoping to get that soon, and I'm going to take off the impeller first, and then I'm going to stick this whole sucker in the freezer for a couple hours along with the new wear ring, and I'll get back to you to see if the theory is really right and if this puppy pulls off.